is the chest measurement is 23.5. That is 23 and a half. So I divided the chest measurement by 4.5. 23 and a half divided by 4. What I have, let me say 6, almost 6. Then I added 3 inches. That was how I was able to get this quantity of fold. And this will be the zipper allowance. This will be the zipper allowance. I folded my fabric into 2, then fold it again, making it a fold into 4. So this will be the zipper allowance of 1.5 inch. Zipper allowance of 1.5 inch. And her half length is 11.5 inch. Adding extra 1 inch for joining allowance, because I'll be joining a 3-step gather to this half length. So I'll be marking 12.5 inches. This is the half length. This will be the half length. So I'll be working with a 3 by 3 neckline, or let me say not almost 3, it's almost 3 but not actually 3. Let me leave it like that. But the neck depth for the front will be 3 inches. Then the neck depth for the back, I will make the neck depth for the back to be 1 inch. I'll be using 1 inch for the back neck depth. So this is the back neck depth and this is the front neck depth. This will be the front part and this will be the back part. So take note. And her shoulder measurement is 10 inches. 10 inches divided by 2 is 5 inches. 5 inches. I will not be adding any extra allowance because the dress I'm making is a sleeveless dress and I wouldn't want the shoulder to be too wide. So I'll be marking it here. I'm not adding exactly half inch. Normally, if I was supposed to add an extra sleeve, I will mark 5.5. But since I'm not adding any extra sleeve, let's just leave it like this. Then this will serve as a shoulder slope. This will serve as a shoulder slope. Then to get the armhole depth, you can divide the half length measurement into 2, or you can as well do it the usual way of dividing the chest measurement by 6 inches and adding 1.5 to whatever you get. So let me try. The chest measurement is 23.5 divided by 6 plus 1.5 What I have here is 5.4, and her half length, if I should say 11.5 divided by 2, I have 5.75. So you see, it's almost the same thing. So for kiddies armhole depth, you can either divide their half length by 2, or you just do it the usual way of dividing the chest measurement by 6 and added 1.5 to whatever you have. So from the shoulder slope, I will come down for the neck depth by 5.5 inch. 5.5 inch. Let's extend this line. So this is 5.5 for the armhole depth. So now let's get the chest measurement and as well the waist measurement. So the chest measurement, like I said, is 23.5. You can help me to divide by 4. Divide it by 4. I'll be using my tape to divide by 4. So I will add it here, mark it on the chest line, whatever you have, mark it on the chest. Yeah, mark chest line. This is it. Then you add extra 3 inches. 1 inch will be for ease, and 2 inches will be for the seam allowance. Now to get the mark the waist measurements. The waist measurements I have here is 22 inches. 22 inches divided by 4. What I have is 5.5. I have 5.5. Of course, you mark it on the waistline and add your 3 inches allowance. 1 inch for ease, and then the 2 inches will be for the seam allowance. So this is it, guys. So let me show you. This is what I have. I already cut it. This is what I have for the gathers. Or let me show you the bigger one. I have about 3 of them here. This is what I have for the gathers. For the gathers part. They are in 3 layers. The biggest layer, I use her waist measurement divided by 3 to cut this length. Then I took away, okay, let me show you. So this biggest one, let me bring it closer. This biggest one, the length is 20 inches. Then the second step, the length is 16 inches. So I took away about 4 inches. Then the last step is I have it to be 12 inches. So I'll be making gathers with this at the waistline. I will show you the final outcome, but for now, let's set it aside and cut. So I'll the line. Okay, I almost forgot to make a simple curve here. You can do it with your free hand. You can also do it with the curve if you have. I'll be using my lining to turn the upper part, while the gathers parts will have no lining. So this is the back neck depth. You can see the way I cut it. Now to cut the front neck depth, I will separate it from the back and cut. So this is what I have. If you open it up, this is how it looks like. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. I'll be using my lining to turn this upside. For the down part, like I said, we have no line. So I'm done with this first part. I'm done with this. So I have about 3 of these to cut. As you can see, I have about 3 of it cut. So now let's cut the second one. The second one has almost the same measurement as the first one. Thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this tutorial. My battery is about to go off. Thank you so much.